How you doing? Get organized. Just trying to get on Facebook. Hang on a second. Multitasking. All right, I think we're good. Hi, everybody. Hi there. So, happy Thursday. It's that time where I like to just kind of pop on and just kind of give you guys just a little shout, a little hello. Just want to kind of connect and, share a little story from a reading, right? I love doing these because I love to do readings and I love giving readings. It's filled with so much healing and so much love. And it's always so fascinating how the spirit world chooses to work, with me as a medium or with any medium really, but, how the spirit world like to work with the mediums. Now, I always say that, spirit is like this beautiful symphony, and they're kind of like the conductor. And they kind of utilize mediums to kind of move the energy to where the healing needs to be. And so I love so much being a part of that orchestra. And it's always different, all the songs that they want to play, right? It's always different how they work. And so I'm going to share a story here today that I did a little bit ago, just like a week or two ago or something like that. Let me just kind of see who's in here. I'm with Instagram. Hi, Instagram. And I'm with Facebook. So I just want to I'm still kind of getting used to multitasking all of you guys. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing, darling? Hey, Kim, how are you, honey? Hi, Dana. Let's just see if I'm working all this right. Let's see if I can get all this going there. Good. Okay, perfect. And let me just see who's over here on Facebook really quickly. And hey, Bonnie. Hi, Pamela. Hi. Hi, Arlene. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, Joyce. So nice to see you. Kat, how are you, honey? Paula, beautiful Paula from Texas. Deb Menther. Hi, Monica. Love your stories. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Tina. How are you? Pennsylvania. Hi, Matt. How are you from? Where are you from, honey? Hi, from Indiana. Hi, honey. So, hi, Julie. How you doing? First time finally signing on. Oh, hey, how are you? Hi, Kayla. Just saw you come in. How are you, sweetheart? So, thanks you guys for joining in. And I feel like it's been like a really long time since I've been on. I think the last time I chimed in, I was in Vegas. And so I feel like it's been like 100 years. Time's a flying. So I'm really happy to be here, and it's been super busy and super full. I mean, I'm telling you, it's just been super busy. Have you guys been really busy too? I feel like it's just the days are just, it's a lot. And I love it. Okay, so I'm just going to wait a couple minutes to just let a few more people chime in on Facebook. And you guys are so awesome for always chiming in and wanting to hang out with me on a Thursday. Thank you so much. And I've been getting a lot of people asking me actually about my letters from Spirit and when I'm going to be going back and doing my letters with the guides. Because for any of you guys who aren't familiar with me, in that I do teachings from Spirit with my guides, and so I channel teachings from them for us, and so I come on and I do those, and so I will be back in January doing that again as soon as I get my Mondays back. My Mondays are kind of occupied at the moment, but I'll be planning to do that again in January, and I'm super excited, and maybe I'll pop on spontaneously between there, maybe on just an off day. And I just want to say thanks to all of you guys who've sent me so many wonderful, comments and letters and texts and messages and stuff about how you enjoyed the letters. And so I will come back, I promise, with those. Okay. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. So did you guys all have fun? I got to put my glasses on so I can see, because I can't see without my glasses. Who else is like that? Let me see. Hey there. Hi, Kathy. How are you, sweetheart? Hi, Evie. Hello, Kim. Amy, how are you, sweetheart? We just did a reading. Was it the other day? Lovely. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Mary. Priscilla. Such a beautiful name. Hi, Connie. And Kim Moyer. Hi, sweetheart from Texas. How are you, sweetheart? Judy Pence, how are you, honey? Christine, I saw you today. How are you, honey? That's lovely. I've been doing readings all day today and all week actually, but she was here today, so that's lovely. How you guys doing? So let me just check on Instagram for a quick little second here before we get going. Okay, good. All right, perfect, honey. So hopefully you guys can all hear me. If you can't, please let me know. So I want to share a story that I gave. So these letters from Spirit, again, are always just little short, stories from readings that I've given, because I kind of feel like they're important to share sometimes, because sometimes we can all get something from a reading that somebody else has received. Of course, I'll never use names. I'll always keep that very private. But I just believe that sometimes there might be some inspiration in some of this for you. There could be something that kind of touches you in a special way you can identify. And so I want to share, because however we can spread the love, I want to. And I know Spirit feels the same. And so, so that's that. So, okay, I'm going to start. So I want to share a reading that I gave. And what's interesting about this is, when I sit with Spirit, I'm always, so I always sit with Spirit prior to doing a reading, right? So if I'm doing 6 readings in a day, I am sitting 6 times. So every time before I give a reading, I always sit. And I sit with the spirit world to kind of just center myself, just sort of kind of tap in and just kind of, prepare my energy to work with the spirit world. And this time when I sat, this time when I did this particular reading, something very interesting happened. So first of all, I sat to just kind of expand my awareness, just sort of, get my energy kind of ready. And all of a sudden, I felt a daughter step in. And so I knew I had somebody's daughter with me, so I knew that was going to be for the coming reading. And as she was coming in, she gave me like this huge download of like a file of information. So cool. And it was amazing. And what was interesting about it is like she gave me this whole file of like an itinerary of how she wants the reading to be. So she was letting me know what her focus was. And I always tell you guys that Spirit like has an agenda, and your loved ones that come in have an agenda. They kind of know what they want to talk about. They kind of know what you need and what you need to hear. And this was no exception. So the difference is that this daughter that came in gave me a complete download of information. So I already kind of knew, just from sitting those few moments, exactly what was going to be happening. And so I sat, this reading was done over Zoom. And so I sat and chimed into Zoom and connected with the client, and beautiful woman, like gorgeous. And so I sat with her, and although I kind of knew the direction of that reading from what the daughter had given me already, I still wanted to allow the spirit world, her daughter, and whoever else wanted to chime in to lead the way. And I really believe that they just kind of wanted me to have a little bit of an idea of the direction of this reading. And it was very interesting. So it started off with her just kind of making me aware of her, right? So I just became very aware of this beautiful girl, and she was fun and full of energy, and she was so likable, and people really liked her a lot, and she just had this warm way about her, and I just felt her essence. And so I kind of shared with the mom, what I was feeling about her daughter, and she accepted all of this. And, and she brought me to like the hospital room. And so she showed me all of these people coming in and out of the hospital to see her. And the mom agreed, absolutely, yes, that happened. And tons of people in and out, like a revolving door. And I said, wonderful. I know she was so grateful for all of that. There's so many people that loved her. And she said, definitely. And so then I just so then the daughter started giving me some information, like evidence a little bit, so that mom would know that her daughter was in fact here, right? And so I said, your daughter makes me aware that you have a necklace of her. And I didn't say a necklace that was hers. I said of her. And she pulled out from underneath her collar of her sweater, and she says, yes, I do. I have, this is her thumbprint, and I made it into a necklace. And I said, Wonderful. I said, your daughter knows. And so she wants you to know that she's aware that you wear it and that you have this necklace. And she's like, oh, that's great. And so then I said, so we're just kind of, getting information. And, she makes me aware also that there was this blanket that was really special that she enjoyed in the hospital. And I said, would you understand this blanket, a special blanket that your daughter had in the hospital? And she said, oh, yes, it was a gift to my daughter and she loved it. And I said, great. I said, but what your daughter's telling me is that you now have that blanket and that you sleep at night with it. Can you accept that? And she says, absolutely, yes. That's very, very true. I am going to get rid of this. Hold on a second. I need to see if that makes a difference. Okay, hang on. Is that better? Okay, I was going a little blurry with Facebook. So anyway, okay. So then she says yes. And I said, okay, perfect. So she just wants you to know that she's aware that you have this blanket and that you are sleeping with it at night. And she just loved that. And she started crying and she says, yes, that's so true. And then, she tells me also like that you were very good friends with her. Like you and your daughter had this wonderful relationship, this wonderful special bond, this wonderful relationship, and that you had so much fun together, doing so many fun things. Would you understand that? And Mom agreed. And she goes, definitely, absolutely. I said, your daughter is a very bright light, and she used to have a way of making people feel good, if you can understand that. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Oh. Anyway, I don't know how to unpause this. Okay, is it working? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Okay, sorry. Okay, hold on. Is it still going? I don't know. Can somebody tell me if this is still going on what is happening? Ugh, don't like this. Hang on. Hang on. This is not working. There we go. Okay, am I still on? Can somebody on Instagram tell me if I'm still on? Are you guys, am I still on Instagram? Can you tell me? I don't know if I am. Please let me know if I am still on. Let me just see here. Okay, somebody, okay, hi guys. Let me know if I'm still on. Anyway, so the mom comes in. So the daughter kind of says that you have a special relationship and everything is really wonderful, and that you really had a wonderful time together doing things. Can you accept that? And she says, absolutely. And I said, wonderful. I said, now your daughter tells me that that she wants to come and lift you up. That she's making me aware that you need to be uplifted. That you are used to be very happy when you were with your daughter and you're not happy anymore and you're really struggling, and would you understand that? And she says, yes. I said, your daughter tells me that you're spending an awful lot of time in bed. Can you understand that? Does that make sense for you? And she says, yes. I said, okay, wonderful. I said, because your daughter is making me aware that you are spending an awful lot of time in your bed. And she also makes me aware that there was times where the two of you used to spend a lot of time in bed watching TV. Does that make sense? And she says, oh, yes, that's so true. We always did that. And I said, great. I said, because she tells me that, but she is mentioning this staying in bed all the time and not really wanting to get out of bed. And your daughter tells me that you're reminiscing a lot about the past, and you're really kind of spending a lot of time in the past, and how you are really really thinking about the times when she was sick and not well, and how you wish for her to be back here sick and not well, so that you can take care of her and you can be with her in the way that you were. Can you understand that? And the mom got very emotional and she started crying, and she says, yes, that's true. I'm doing that. And your daughter is saying to please don't do that. She says that I'm feeling really good and I'm happy, and I want so much for you to be happy again. I want you to be happy, the daughter says. And the mom kind of went in and kind of went like, moved to like her dad. And I said, now your daughter wants to talk about your husband, her father, she tells me that her father has kind of moved forward a little bit since she has passed and has sort of kind of taken steps forward again. And you kind of resent him for that. Would that make sense for you? And she says, yes, that's true. I said that he's kind of moved on a little bit and you haven't. And you're struggling with that and you're angry at him for that he's kind of moved on and has found a smile again and you haven't. Would you understand that? And the woman said, yes, most definitely, that's true. And the daughter says, please don't feel that way. That he made a decision that dad made a decision to move forward, to try to find a smile again in his life. And she was kind of letting her mom know that she was kind of good with that, that she was kind of giving credit to her dad for being that way to be able to move forward. And so the mom was a little bit kind of taken by that. And the daughter says, can you please find a way to move forward? Can you find a smile again? Can you try? And the mother said, with tears, I can try. I can try. And I said, your daughter comes forward with tremendous love and tremendous support for you, really wanting you to move forward, really wanting you to know that she's with you. And she tells me that there's a piece of you that stays in the past, that kind of stays in limbo, and that you choose to do this. Can you understand that? And the mom said, yes, I feel closest to my daughter this way. I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go. And the daughter said, you hold so tight. And she says, I am with you when you frown, and I am with you when you smile. So why not smile? I'm with you anyway. And it was very emotional, and I just felt a bright light come from her. And I said, your daughter is this bright light, and she's trying to spill it onto you, you see. Your daughter is spilling this light onto you. She wants to help you. And she tells me now that you've lost weight. She tells me you wear her clothes. Can you understand that? No, I'm sorry. I said, she tells me that you wear her clothing. Can you accept that? And she says, yes, I lost weight and I'm wearing her clothes. And I said, she's clapping for you. And she's really saying, these are steps forward. These are steps forward. And doesn't it feel good? And she's encouraging you to continue stepping forward and making positive steps for yourself. And she wants you to know she recognizes this and that she sees that you're doing this. And she tells me now that your husband and you are separated. And she says that you are struggling with the passing of her. And you're also struggling with the separation of your marriage. Can you accept that? And she says, yes, this is true. And she says that you're struggling very much with this. And she says that when she passed away, you recognized that you and your daughter were a pair of shoes. You were a perfect fit, a perfect match. And your husband was a bit of a third shoe, you see. Didn't quite fit into this set that you and your daughter were. And he felt a little bit as an outsider, a little bit. Can you accept that? And she says, most definitely. And I said, your daughter tells me, and listen to me, your daughter says that you worry about being alone, that you worry about being by yourself, being that one shoe. And the woman said, yes, I worry all the time about that. I always worry about being alone. I said, your daughter is saying not to worry. You will not be alone. And to remember that you will not be alone and you will find that perfect shoe and become that perfect match again. That you will find that shoe to make that perfect pair again. And she wants you to know that. And I would never really when Spirit gives me information like that, I always share it because it's coming from the spirit world. And so I want to, her daughter wanted to encourage her, you see, that she was so down and didn't want to get out of bed because she was so sad and worried about her future and all of these things. And her daughter was coming in to say, I see that you're in bed. I want you to move forward like dad moved forward. I want you to move forward. You're not going to be alone, you see. You're going to find your matching shoe. And you're going to be good. And it was really quite beautiful. She says not to worry about that. And then she overcame with emotion with me. There was so much emotion that poured over me. I couldn't contain myself. There was so much emotion after I said those words that came over me. And then I felt these words pour out of my mouth. And it said, I love you so much, Mom. Please get happy. I am okay. I love you. Thank you for all of my love. And then that emotion kind of subsided from me. And I felt, okay, the reading is kind of over. That was like her daughter kind of came through me and spoke these words. And then I felt okay again. And then I felt that the energy kind of left and that emotion kind of subsided. And then I thought, okay, I'm done. So I said to the daughter in my mind, is there anything else? Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I say, is there anything else? Is there anything else you want to share before we finish? And the daughter dropped in and said, give her the fight song. I'm like, what? So her daughter said, give her the fight song. I'm like, okay. So I said to the mother, I said, darling, I said, your daughter wants me to give you a song. Are you okay with that? She says, yes. And I said, would you understand why your daughter would want to give you a song today? And she smiled really big and she says, yes, my daughter knows I love music. She knows I love listening to music. And she smiled, you see, her face lit up. And I said, okay, because your daughter has a song for you. And it's called The Fight Song. Do you know it? And she says, oh, The Fighter? And I said, no, not The Fighter. That's with Keith Urban. This is called The Fight Song. I said, well, I'll find it for you because it was actually on my playlist, which is very intelligent, right? Spirit World knew, her daughter knew that I actually had that song on my playlist. So it was so intelligent. And so I said, okay. So I pulled up, I said, wait a second, I have it. Let me find it for you. I'll play it for you because your daughter wants you to have it. And so I went and I pulled it because, Spirit World tells me to do something, I'm going to do it. And so I'm finding it. And then I played it. And it's from Rachel Platten. And it's called The Fight Song. And it's about taking your life back. That's what the song's about. It's about taking your life back. It's about stepping forward. It's about finding that power within you to move ahead, even through hard times. And it's a beautiful song. And I thought it was so amazing that her daughter loved her mom so much that she gave me a whole download of how the reading needs to go. And mind you, I'm sharing small pieces. There was much more to this reading. But that the daughter gave me this entire download of how the reading must go and what her intention was for her mom sitting with me. And then she went through this whole process. And then at the end, she gave her this inspirational, inspiring song about reclaiming your life, which is what the whole reading was about. It was all about her mom getting out of bed and taking strides and taking steps forward. And her whole message to her mom as she came in was about moving forward, to try, that she wanted her happy again and to smile and to find her smile and to encourage her that she wouldn't be alone and to take these steps like her dad had done, that she could do it too. And that she was always with her, whether she's frowning or smiling, so why not smile? And it was just so lovely. And I just thought, wow, this beautiful daughter just gave this lovely little song to her mom to, finish off her visit with her mom with me. And it was just so cool. And I just loved it so much. And I thought it was so cute. I wanted to share. So maybe for any of you who are maybe struggling a little bit in life or having a hard time, whether it be losing a loved one or whether it just be struggling in life at all, that's a really lovely song. And so maybe from Rachel Platten, you might like it. And so I wanted to share that because it might inspire you or uplift you a little bit, like the intention of that daughter was for her mom. And this mom was such a beautiful woman and such a lovely mom, and she was grieving the loss of her beautiful daughter and this wonderful relationship that the two of them had. And it's understandable that she would be struggling, and her daughter was seeing that and just wanted her to take steps. And her daughter, this bright light, who always helped people, made people feel good, wanted to come in to help lift her mother. And I thought it was just really beautiful, and how she just gave me that whole download of how the whole agenda was going to be for the reading that day. I thought it was just special. It was special. And like I always say, readings are always different, and everybody gets what they need. And that mother needed to be lifted, and she needed encouragement from her daughter to step forward. And I just love so much that her daughter came in that way. And it was a beautiful gift, that song, for her mom. And just the way her face lit up, hearing, just knowing that she loved music, like the daughter knew. So she knew this would help her, that will help her mom. And it was just really sweet. And so I just loved it. So I have a quote for you, but I want to see if you guys have anything to say about this. So do y'all have anything to say about this reading? Let's see. Julia. Hi from Ohio. Oh, Evie, I missed you too. Time is flying. Hi, Diane. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's great, Priscilla. Hi, Tanya. Hi, pretty lady, to you as well. Nice to see you too. This way. How are you? Hi, Denise. Hi, Courtney. I love how real you are. Oh, thanks. Loretta. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Monica. I need a message from my dad. There's something going on in my heart. A new destiny. I'm not doing readings here, Loretta. Christine, my reading with you today made me feel so wonderful. So much sadness has been lifted. Thank you so very much. And again, Christine, she received messages from her family today. That was exactly what she needed. And I'm so happy about that, darling. I'm so glad you feel better. Love that. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Sandy. Felt like the story was also a message from my son. See, I'm holding on and very sad and feel very alone. Thank you for sharing. You see, Sandy, I always feel like there's a reason to want to share certain stories, that even though this was a beautiful reading for a mom specific, but there's something that could touch you. And there's maybe even that song could help uplift you. And to know that you're not alone, struggling and feeling that loss. And maybe you too sometimes don't feel like you want to get out of bed. And, this was just this wonderful encouragement that she wanted to share with her daughter, but you could take something from that as well. And that's my hope. And so, I'm glad that it touched you too, honey. I really am. And that's the beautiful spirit world, I tell you. I just had to look it up. It's a beautiful song and a beautiful reading. Hi, Kat. Yes, right? Rachel Platten. And it really is about, really reclaiming your life again. Let's see if there's anything else here. And I'll check out and see if Instagram has something for me here. Hi, Kathy. What I've noticed is that couples often have a hard time grieving at the same time, same rate, same emotions. It is such a hard time because you are sharing this. It will open the eyes of many couples who have lost children and how they may move forward. Yes. Her matching shoe may be the daughter's father. It might be sometimes. Oh, it got me emotional. Sometimes, we lose our way a little bit when we grieve. And sometimes that'll happen with couples as well. But her daughter was so encouraging to say, don't worry. You're going to get back to that matching shoe. And, to be that perfect pair, that matching shoe. So, whether that be her and her husband again or somebody new that comes in, we'll see. But it was wonderful encouragement for her mom to know that she's going to be just good. She's not going to be alone. It's going to work out just really great. And so I love that. So yes, probably, Kathy, that's very possible, darling. Thank you for that input. Another beautiful, inspiring story. Thanks, Debbie. Beautiful reading. Hi, Matt. Thank you, honey. Hi, Joan. Hi, Michelle, Pennsylvania. What age was the daughter? I never asked completely ages, but she was a young adult. Yeah, she was a young adult. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so let me just see if there's anything here with Instagram. I don't know if that works or not. Okay. Hi, Sadna. How are you, honey? How are you, sweetheart? Look at you guys, how cute this is. Still on, okay, good. Okay, perfect. So anyway, I have some quotes that I want to share. So let me just find these quotes here. Okay. So some people are going to watch this later. And when you do, some people might watch this later. So I just want to kind of say that these are quotes, but I want to say for anybody, for the mom specifically, right, who is on, who did the reading with me. I really had you in my heart when I found these quotes. So it's wonderful and inspiring for all of you. But I want so much to, share a few here that hopefully all of you can resonate with, and particularly my client. Number one. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. J.K. Rowling. Think about that. Sometimes it's the hardest stuff we go through that really allows us to kind of rise. And rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. Another one. Okay. When someone we love dies, the hardest part is not letting go of whom we have lost. It's finding the strength and courage to move forward without them. When someone we love dies, the hardest part is not letting go of whom we have lost. It's finding the strength and the courage to move forward without them. And that's definitely where a lot of us can be when we lose somebody, isn't it? It takes strength to make your way through grief, to grab hold of life and to let it pull you forward. And I love this because her daughter kept talking about her taking steps and to move forward, to go forward. And she used that often in the reading. And it takes strength to make your way through grief, to grab hold of life and let it pull you forward. So I thought that was lovely. And the last one, every time you thought you couldn't keep moving forward, you did. Take a moment to appreciate your own strength. I love that. That's from Karen Salmonson. Every time you thought you couldn't keep moving forward, you did. Take a moment to appreciate your strength. How lovely. So I hope those are some encouraging quotes for you guys. I thought they kind of tied in nicely with the message from the daughter for her beautiful mom. And I want to say thank you to the mama that saw me, to allow me that opportunity to bring forward those wonderful messages for your daughter, for you. And I want to say thank you to you. My heart is for you. And I love you to pieces. And I thank you so much for sitting with me and allowing me that opportunity to create that beautiful reading for you. And again, there was much more to that reading, but I wanted to share just some nuggets. And anyway, okay. So I think I'm going to chime out. Do you guys have any questions for me before I do? Any questions? Let's see. Got to put my glasses on and off, on and off. Oh my God. On and off, on and off. Last one, great too. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, the last quote was great too, huh? I know. I always it's always fun to just do one quote, but I have a hard time just doing one quote because there's always so many that kind of inspire me. So anyway, okay guys, so you guys have an amazing week and I will see you guys again next Thursday for short stories. And I promise I'll work it out a little bit with this Instagram and Facebook kind of thing. I gotta get better at how to do this at the same time, but I'm trying. So A for effort. Okay. Anyway, you guys are amazing. Thank you for sharing Thursday night with me. And you guys be beautiful and amazing and be strong and know your strength. Okay. And just want to say that and love to you all. And until next time. Okay. Take care. Okay. Bye.